Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is Monday, and for the family I am making beefaroni. So I have some elbow macaroni noodles here, I have a pound of ground beef, I have some Hunt's traditional pasta sauce, I have 1 onion and 3 cloves of garlic, and then for myself I'm just gonna be having meatballs with some tomato sauce and then mozzarella cheese on top of that, and I'll have a side of veggies. This is actually like one of my favorite things to eat, you guys. It's so good and so easy to make. So I'm gonna start with the sauce. I already have a pot of water on the stove waiting for that to boil. I'm just gonna saute the onions and the garlic, then we'll add the meat and then add the sauce. So in here I have my meatballs and I added the sauce, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of seasoning. I'm just gonna add a little bit of Italian seasoning, some garlic powder and some onion powder, and I just do it to taste. So in here I have the onions and I just added the garlic. So I'm gonna add in the sauce. If there's a lot of grease, you can go ahead and drain it out. This one didn't have that much, so I'm just gonna add my sauce and heat it through. I drained the noodles and then I added the sauce, and that's what it looks like. So here is the beefaroni that everyone is going to be eating for dinner, and then here is my plate. I have meatballs, cheese, I added some crushed red pepper flakes, and then I just have veggies on the side. And that is dinner for Monday night. So today is Wednesday, and I just decided that it's Wing Wednesday. We're just gonna have chicken wings for dinner. So right here I have our chicken wings that I just seasoned with salt and pepper, just regular freshly ground black pepper, and then some Himalayan pink salt. No flour on the chicken, that way I can eat it too. And I'm gonna cook it in the air fryer. I just preheated the air fryer, so I'm gonna pop that in. All right, so we have our wings here. And everyone's having their chicken with rice. I'm just gonna have chicken by itself, and that's our dinner for Wednesday night. All right, you guys, so today is Friday, and I completely forgot to film our dinner last night, which was Thursday, but all we had was just hot dogs, just regular hot dogs. Everybody had their hot dog in a bun, and I just had hot dog by itself with some mustard, and it was a really simple dinner last night. So anyways, for today, Friday, I'm making pork belly adobo. I have my pork belly already in here, ready to go. And I make this the same way I make my chicken adobo. So to the meat, I'm gonna add 5 tablespoons of soy sauce. I like to use a Filipino brand. And then 2 tablespoons of vinegar, that's also a Filipino brand. Then I'm gonna add a bunch of garlic. Still need to chop it up. And then also some whole black peppercorns. And I'm gonna let that marinate for a few hours. So I have my pork belly here that's been marinating for a few hours. I have my pan here with a little bit of oil. I like to sort of fry, just lightly pan fry the meat first. So I'm just gonna fry this just for a few minutes on each side. Okay, so I have my meat here that I've lightly browned, and I'm gonna add all of the marinade back in. And once you do that, it's very important that you do not stir this, don't touch it or anything. I'm just going to put the lid on and let it cook for about 5 minutes because you want the vinegar to cook off. It's been a few minutes. I'm gonna add 2 cups of water. And then I'm gonna let it cook until the pork belly is nice and tender. If the liquid starts getting too low, you can add more water. So I'm gonna add about a cup of water because the meat is still not cooked. So I'll just bring that back to a boil and then let it finish cooking. All right, the pork adobo is done. I didn't have to cook it that much longer after I added a little bit more water. So once we have it plated up, I'll show you guys what it looks like. So here's Vanessa's plate. She already started eating, but she has rice, some meat, and sauce over her rice. And then here's my plate. I just have cauliflower rice. I put a little bit of sauce on top, and then I have my meat. And that is our dinner for Friday night. So today is Saturday, and for dinner tonight, I'm making chicken quesadilla. So I have some just plain chicken breast here that I shredded. I'm gonna heat that in the pan with just a little bit of like taco seasoning. And then I wanna add some of this rotel. This is just the mild diced tomatoes and green chilies, and I'm just gonna heat everything all together. So I have the chicken in here, and then I added the taco seasoning, and then instead of adding water, I just added the juice from this can and probably about like 2/3 of the tomatoes. And then I'm just letting it heat up. I'm not gonna cook it too long because I don't want the chicken to dry up. So I have my tortillas here, and I have my cheese, Mexican style blend, and then here's the chicken. So I'm gonna just put the cheese on and then the chicken. So I have the cheese at the bottom and I put the chicken on top, and I just like making the quesadilla like this with 2 big ones. It's just faster for me. So here's the quesadilla. It's super cheesy. I have another one going. Ooh, look at that. And so the kids are both gonna have the chicken quesadilla, and I'm just gonna have leftover chicken adobo. This is the last of the pork belly adobo. This is the last of it. And then I'm gonna have some of this slightly spicy pickled vegetables that I got at Trader Joe's. And that's our dinner for Saturday night. Today is Sunday, and for dinner tonight I am making Spam chop suey. So right here I have 1 can of Spam that I cut into pieces. I also have some green onion, 1 regular onion, a few cloves of garlic, some soy sauce, and some spaghetti noodles. I have my pot of water on the stove right now. Once that starts boiling, I'm gonna drop the noodles in, and then I'll start cooking all of this stuff. So I just dropped the noodles in the pot, and I am sauteing the onions and the garlic. Once this softens, I'm gonna add the Spam. Once the onions and the garlic is cooked, I will add the Spam. So I added the Spam, and I'm just gonna cook this until the Spam is nice and golden brown. Then once that's done, I'll add the noodles. So I just added the noodles. I'm gonna give this a good mix, and then I'm gonna season with soy sauce, and then the last step is to top it off with the green onion. Alright, so here is what the Spam chop suey looks like. It's really easy to make. This was actually Vanessa's request. It's one of her favorite dishes. For my dinner, I am having some garlic butter shrimp. I just cooked it in the pan with some butter, and then instead of using fresh garlic, I actually like to use garlic seasoning or garlic powder. So I added some garlic powder, black pepper, and pink Himalayan salt. I have some veggies on the side, and I have some cauliflower rice, and I just poured some of the butter over the cauliflower, and that is my dinner for Sunday night. So that is the end of my weekly dinners video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you guys in my next one. Bye everyone.